Exercise 13.2. In this exercise, we will be finding out volumes of solids made up of two or more of the basic solids like cone, cylinder, sphere, hemisphere, etc. So let's see question number 1. A solid is in the shape of a cone is standing on a hemisphere with their radii equal to 1 centimeter and height of the cone is equal to its radius, that is height of the cone is also 1 centimeter. Find the volume of the solid in terms of pi. Figure is here. In this figure, solid is made up of two basic solids, cone and hemisphere. Radii of both hemisphere and cone are equal to 1 centimeter each, and height of the cone is also given equal to their radii, that is it is also equal to 1 centimeter. We have to find volume of the solid in terms of pi. So let's write radius r is equal to 1 centimeter. This radius r is radius of base of the cone as well as radius of the hemisphere both, and height of the cone is also equal to radius, so it is also 1 centimeter. That is, in the solid which is made up of two basic solids, radii of the spherical part as well as of conical part of the solid both are 1 centimeter each, and height of the conical part of the solid also given 1 centimeter. We are going to find volume of the entire solid in terms of pi. So volume of the solid is equal to, we can write, cone plus hemisphere. Cone plus hemisphere, writing in this way, means volume of conical part of the solid plus volume of hemispherical base part of the solid. So if we use formula for volume of a cone which will be applied for conical part of the solid is 1 by 3 pi r square h, plus volume of hemispherical part of the solid is 2 by 3 pi r cube. Let's put values of radius r and height of the conical part of the solid in this formula. So this is 1 by 3 pi into r square 1 square into height 1 centimeter plus 2 by 3 into pi into 1 cube. On simplifying these two terms, we get 1 by 3 pi into 1 square 1 into 1 1 into 1 again 1, so 1 by 3 pi, that is pi by 3. We can write pi by 3 plus, from here 1 cube 1 into 2 by 3, pi is 2 pi by 3, and this is equal to pi by 3 plus 2 pi by 3 pi centimeter cube, and this is volume of the given solid, and this is the answer. Now let's see question number 2. Rachel, an engineering student, was asked to make a model shaped like a cylinder with two cones attached to its two ends by using a thin aluminum sheet. The diameter of the model is 3 centimeter and its length is 12 centimeter. If each cone has a height of 2 centimeter at two of its ends, then find the volume of the air contained in the model. in this figure model is shown. In this model, two cones are attached to cylindrical part of the model. Total height, total length of the model is 12 centimeter and diameter is given 3 centimeter. So let us write radius of the model, which will be radius of the cylindrical part of the model as well as conical ends of the model. So let us write R radius of the model. We will write small r, that is given, actually diameter is given 3 centimeter. So radius, let's write 3 by 2 centimeter. You can also write 1.5 centimeter. Total length of the model is given 12 centimeter. Height of conical part, conical ends of the model is given 2 centimeter. Height of cone we can write, or conical ends, given 2 centimeter. Therefore, we need to find height of, or we can say length of, cylindrical part of the model. So therefore, length of cylindrical part of the model is equal to total length of the model 12 centimeter minus 2 centimeter plus 2 centimeter heights of both the conical ends of the model. So this is equal to 8 centimeter. This is length of cylindrical part, and let us write it by capital H. And this height of cone will denote by small h, like this. So height of conical ends 2 centimeter each, and length of cylindrical part of the model, that is height of the cylindrical part middle part of the model, we are writing capital H, and that is equal to 8 centimeter. We are going to find volume of air contained inside the model. So volume of air inside the model is going to be equal to volume of two conical ends plus volume of middle cylindrical part of the model, that is conical part one end plus middle part cylindrical part plus again another conical part of the model. So therefore volume of air inside the model is equal to volume of one conical end. So let us write in this simple form: cone plus cylinder plus cone. This is an easy way to write the volume of the model, volume of actually this volume cone plus cylinder plus cone means volume of two conical ends of the model plus volume of middle cylindrical part of the model. So if we write formula for volume of conical part and cylindrical part, it will be 1 by 3 pi r square h, small h we are using for volume of conical end of the model, plus pi r square capital H, as we have written capital H, length, or we can say height of middle cylindrical part of the model. So pi r square h plus volume of next second conical end 1 by 3 pi r square small h. So this 1 by 3 pi r square h and this 1 by 3 pi r square h, if you add up, we get 2 by 3 pi r square h plus this pi r square h. Let us take pi r square common. So we can write pi r square into 2 by 3 h plus capital H from here. Now we are going to put values of pi, radius r and height of conical ends and height of cylindrical part of the model. So this is 22 by 7 into radius 3 by 2 whole square into 2 by 3 into height 2 centimeter plus capital H is height of, length of cylindrical part of the model, that is 8 centimeter. Simplify this expression. It is 22 by 7 into 9 by 4 into 2 by 3 into 2, that is 4 by 3 plus 8. So 3 into 8, 24 plus 2 into 2, 4, 28 by 3. So 7 4 is 28 cancelled, 3 times 9 cancelled, 22 into 3 is left out and it is equal to 66 centimeter cube. This is volume of air contained in the model and this is the answer. Question number 3. A gulab jamun contains sugar syrup up to about 30% of its volume. Find approximately how much syrup would be found in 45 gulab jamuns, each shaped like a cylinder with two hemispherical ends with its length 5 centimeter and diameter 2.8 centimeter. The shape and dimensions of a gulab jamun are shown here in this figure. This figure shows the shape, size and dimensions of a gulab jamun. There are total 45 gulab jamuns. 30% of the volume of the gulab jamun is sugar syrup. We have to find the amount of approximately what amount of sugar syrup would be found in 45 gulab jamuns. Diameter of the gulab jamun is given 2.8 centimeter and the length of the gulab jamun is given 5 centimeter. So let's write radius of gulab jamun, that is 2.8 centimeter by 2, that is equal to 1.4 centimeter. And total length of gulab jamun is also given 5 centimeter. Total length of gulab jamun is given 5 centimeter. radii of both the hemispherical ends of the gulab jamun is 1.4 centimeter. So here we need to find length of cylindrical part of the gulab jamun. So therefore length of cylindrical part is equal to total length 5 centimeter minus radii of both the hemispherical ends, that is 1.4 plus 1.4 centimeter, which is equal to 2.2 centimeter. So this way length of cylindrical part of the gulab jamun we have got 2.2 centimeter. Radius is given 1.4. In fact, diameter of the gulab jamun is given 2.8 centimeter. So we have written radius 1.4 centimeter. First we will calculate volume of 45 gulab jamuns, and before that we need to calculate volume of one gulab jamun. 30% of volumes of 45 gulab jamuns will be the amount of sugar syrup. So let us first calculate volume of one gulab jamun, then volume of 45 gulab jamuns. Thereafter we will calculate 30% of 45 gulab jamuns, that will be the amount of sugar syrup approximately in 45 gulab jamuns. This is going to be the question. So volume of one gulab jamun equal to, gulab jamun is in the shape of cylinder with two hemispherical ends. So volume of one hemispherical end plus volume of middle cylindrical part of the gulab jamun plus volume of the second hemispherical end. So we are going to write volume of one gulab jamun in the form of hemisphere plus cylinder plus hemisphere. Meaning is volume of two hemispherical ends of the gulab jamun plus volume of cylindrical part of the gulab jamun. So hemisphere plus cylinder plus hemisphere. This is equal to, now let us write their volume formulas. Hemisphere volume formula 2 by 3 pi r cube plus volume of cylindrical part of the gulab jamun pi r square h plus volume of again hemispherical end 2 by 3 pi r cube. So this 2 by 3 pi r cube plus 2 by 3 pi r cube is 4 by 3 pi r cube plus pi r square h. Let's take pi r square common. So it is pi r square into 4 by 3 r plus h. Let's put values of pi r and h in this formula. That will be equal to 22 by 7 into 1.4 whole square into 4 by 3 into 1.4 plus height 2.2 centimeter. this is equal to 22 by 7 into 1.4 whole square 1.96 into 4 into 1.4 5.6 plus 3 into 2.2, we can write in this way 5.6 plus 6.6 divided by 3, and this is equal to 22 by 7 into 1.96 into 12.2 by 3. Let us simplify. This is equal to 22 by 7 into 1.96 into 12.2, it is 23.912 divided by 3 centimeter cube. Let us not simplify, I mean multiply and again divide and get the answer in decimal form. We only want here to find volume of 45 gulab jamuns, and after that we have to find 30% of the volumes of gulab jamun, which will be the amount of sugar syrup. Here we are not calculating actually what is volume of 45 gulab jamuns. Calculation of volume of gulab jamuns is not our aim. Our aim is to find amount of sugar syrup which will be 30% of volume of 45 gulab jamun. So this is volume of 1 gulab jamun. Let's write in this form only. Therefore volume of 45 gulab jamuns equal to 22 by 7 into 23.912 by 3 into 45 centimeter cube. This is volume of 45 gulab jamuns. 315 times 45, so 22 by 7 into, let's write, this is equal to 22 by 7 into 23.912 into 15 centimeter cube. This is volume of 45 gulab jamuns we have found. Now 30% of volumes of gulab jamuns, 45 gulab jamuns, is going to be the approximately amount of sugar syrup. So therefore amount of sugar syrup is equal to, it is given up to about 30% of volumes of 45 gulab jamuns. So amount of sugar syrup we can write equal to 30% means 30 by 100 into this volume of 45 gulab jamuns, which is 22 by 7 into 23.912 into 15. This 0 cancel, 5 2 ja 10, 5 3 ja this 15. 211 times 22, and this is equal to 3 into 3, 9 into 11, 99 into this 23.912 divided by this 7. This is equal to 2367.288. Let us two three 6 7 .288 divided by 7, and this is equal to 338.184 centimeter cube. If we round it, we get 338 centimeter cube, and this is volume, amount of sugar syrup in 45 gulab jamuns, 338 centimeter cube, which is actually 30% of volumes of this 45 gulab jamun. So this is the answer. Question number 4. A pen stand made up of wood is in the shape of a cuboid with 4 conical depressions to hold the pens. The dimensions of the cuboid are 15 cm by 10 cm by 3.5 cm. The radius of each of the depressions is 0.5 cm and the depth is 1.4 cm. Find the volume of wood in the entire stand. This is the question. 4 conical depressions are cut out from the cuboid of given dimensions 15 by 10 by 3.5 centimeter, and we have to find volume of the wood in the entire pen stand, which is made up of cuboid of given dimensions. So volume of wood in the pen stand is going to be equal to volume of cuboid minus volume of 4 conical depressions. So let us write dimensions of the cuboid that is length given 15 centimeter, breadth B given 10 centimeter and height H, let's say, is given 3.5 centimeter. So this is dimensions of the given cuboid of wood, and from that cuboid of wood 4 conical depressions are made or cut out to hold the pen, and dimensions of 4 conical depressions are also given. Radius R of each of the 4 conical depressions given 0.5 centimeter and depth given. So let us write depth as H is equal to 1.4 centimeter. This is depth and this is radius 0.5 centimeter and H is 1.4 centimeter, depth of the 4 conical depressions to hold the pens. Volume of the pen stand, volume of wood in the entire pen stand is going to be equal to volume of the wood in the shape of a cuboid minus volume of 4 conical depressions. So volume of wood in the entire pen stand is equal to volume of cuboid minus volume of 4 conical depressions. Four conical depressions. So volume of cuboid formula is length into breadth into height minus 4 into volume of 4 conical depressions. So 1 by 3 pi r square h multiplied by 4 because there are 4 conical depressions. So this is length 15 centimeter into 10 centimeter, breadth into height 3.5 centimeter. This is volume of wood in the cuboid minus 4 by 3 pi r square h. 15 into 10, 150 into 3.5, 525 centimeter cube minus 4 by 3 into 22 by 7 into r square, that is 0.5 square into height 1.4 centimeter. 7 to the 14, that is 0.2, and this is equal to 525 centimeter cube minus 4 by 3 into 22 into 0.4 whole square, 0.25 into 0.2. This 0.25 into 4 is 1. 1 by 3 into 22 into 0.2, that is 22 into 0.2, 4.4 by 3. So this is ultimately 525 centimeter cube minus 4.4 by 3 centimeter cube. So this is 525 minus centimeter cube minus 4.4 divided by 3. 3 1 ja 3, 1 4, 3 4 ja 12, 2 20, 3 6 ja 18, 3 6 ja 18 centimeter cube. If we round it 1.466, then we may write it 525 centimeter cube minus 1.47 centimeter cube, and this is equal to 523.53 centimeter cube. So 523.53 centimeter cube is the volume of wood in the entire pen stand. So this is the answer. Now let's see question number 5. A vessel is in the form of an inverted cone of height 8 centimeter and radius, which is open at the top, is 5 centimeter. It is filled with water up to the brim. When spherical lead shots of radius 5 centimeter are dropped in the vessel, 1/4 of volume of water flows out. Find the number of lead shots dropped in the vessel. This is the question. Dimensions of vessel given, radius and height 8 centimeter and 5 centimeter. Radius of spherical lead shot also given 0.5 centimeter. When some lead shots are dropped in the vessel, then 1/4 of volume of water flows out. According to Archimedes' principle, when one lead shot is dropped in the vessel, then the amount of water that flows out of the vessel is equal to volume of the lead shot. So if we can find volume of water that flows out and volume of one lead shot, then dividing volume of water, that is 1/4 of volume of the vessel which flows out, divided by volume of one spherical lead shot, will be equal to number of lead shots dropped in the vessel. So this is what we are going to do in this question. We will find volume of the vessel, which will give us volume of water filled in the vessel. Vessel is filled with water up to the brim. So volume of the vessel means volume of water which is filled up to the brim in the vessel. Then we will find 1/4 of volume of water that flows out of the vessel, and then we will find volume of one lead spherical shot with radius 0.5 centimeter. Then we will divide volume of water that flows out by volume of one spherical lead shot. That will give number of lead shots. So radius of the vessel is equal to, it is given 5 centimeter. Height of the vessel, height of the vessel is given 8 centimeter. Radius of spherical lead shots 0. Let us write it small r, 0.5 centimeter. And this radius of the vessel, let us denote it by capital R and this by capital H. Capital R radius of the vessel, capital H height of the vessel. So volume of the vessel, or we can write water in the vessel. This is equal to, this vessel is conical, so 1/3 pi r square h. 1/3 pi into r5 square into 8. This is 5 square, 25 into 8, 200 pi by 3. 200 pi by 3 centimeter cube. Pi value 22/7 we are not substituting, because later on we will divide volume of water that flows out in terms of pi by volume of spherical lead salt that will also keep in terms of pi, so pi directly will get cancelled. So that's why we are keeping this volume of vessel in terms of pi. So this is volume of water 200 pi by 3 which is filled in the vessel. Therefore amount of water that flows out equal to 1/4 of volume of the vessel. So 1/4 into 200 pi by 3, so this is equal to 50 pi by 3 centimeter cube. Radius of a spherical lead shot is given 0.5 centimeter. So now let's calculate volume of one spherical lead shot. Now volume of one lead shot is equal to, it is spherical in shape, so 4/3 pi r cube. Put the value of radius 0.5 centimeter. We can also write 1/2 centimeter. So 4/3 pi into 1/2 centimeter cube. If you simplify, it will be 1/8. 4/3 into 1/8, 4 to the cancel, 4 to the 8, so it will be 1/2 into 1/3, 1/6 into pi, so it is going to be pi by 6 centimeter cube. This is volume of one lead shot. And we have also found volume of water that flows out when some lead shots are dropped in the vessel. Therefore number of lead shots dropped in the vessel equal to volume of water that flows out volume of water that flows out divided by volume of one lead shot. This is equal to 50 pi by 3 divided by pi by 6. So this is equal to 50 pi by 3 into 6 by pi. So pi cancel, 3 to the 6, 2 into 50, 100 lead shots are dropped in the vessel, and this is the answer.